Hello, my name is Jamie Williams Canty, and this is my interpersonal communication project. I am enrolled in Human Services 508 at Liberty University. In this project, I will state my overarching goals for my life and describe how my background and behavior blend have influenced my conversations, define my potential barriers, interpersonal contexts, identifying and providing solutions to noise pollution, and a plan of action to improve my interpersonal communication skills. The four books I have used in this course are How to Solve the People Puzzle by Miles Carbonell, Bridges Not Wall by John Stewart, Listening the Forgotten Skill by Madeline Burley Allen, and Why Don't We Listen Better by James Peterson. Next slide. My overarching goal for my life is to use what I have learned to promote effective communication and have great listening skills. I believe I have been a great communicator and listener thus far in my adult life. I find that people, including people I do not know, come to me and talk about any issues they may be having in their lives. I have a passion for people and I want to enhance the skills that I already have. T. Thomas stated in his article, Effective Interpersonal Communication includes the ability of people to listen to others, put themselves in the other person's shoes, and solve problems in a collaborative way, and this is something I would like to include in my goals. Next slide. Enlarging a conversation between two people includes both persons willing to talk and listen and are willing and able to accurately perceive and listen to themselves and others and to make themselves and their ideals available to others according to Stewart. When people are involved in a conversation, they should not allow one person to be in total control. They both have ideas and thoughts they want to share, so each person should be respectful of that. Next slide. As a part of a required assignment, we had to take the Uniquely You assignment. My behavior blend is CIS, and what is expected of me is SI. The C stands for passive, task-oriented, the I stands for active, people-oriented, and the S stands for passive, people-oriented. Next slide. I will give you a little more insight about these letters pertaining to myself. The letter C stands for cautious, competent, calculating, compliant, careful, and contemplative. I can honestly say these words explain me perfectly. On the positive side, I am a cautious and careful person. I try to make the best decisions I can, so when I have a conversation, the right words are being said. But on the negative side, I contemplate too much and can be very indecisive, and this can be confusing and bad when it comes to interpersonal communication. The letter I stands for inspiring, influencing, inducing, impressing, interactive, and interested in people. I am a person who is very interested in people and concerned about their feelings. I try to inspire them and influence them when we have conversations. On the negative side, it is hard for me to do all of that for myself. I am hard on myself and focus more on other people than myself. The letter S stands for steady, stable, shy, security-oriented, servant, submissive, and a specialist. I can honestly say I am shy to a certain extent, and I am a person who is all about stability and security. On the negative side, I am a specialist, and I say this is negative for me because I want to make sure whatever I say is perfect and correct, but I have to realize that I should do my best and not worry about being perfect. Next slide. My potential barriers are being shy to speak to people when I do not know them, getting irritated when communicating with someone who I feel are not saying things properly, and being too trusting or gullible during a conversation. I would sometimes allow my shyness to take control and I would not say the necessary things I need to say during the conversation. I am learning that in certain situations you need to speak your mind, especially if it's dealing with an important topic. Next, I get really irritated when trying to communicate with people that say one thing but mean another. I am subject to shut down and not listen to the entire conversation when I need to realize that people are not perfect, and if someone did that to me, I would probably be upset. Last, I can't be too gullible when I talk to people. I try to give people the benefit of the doubt, but sometimes I must trust my gut feelings if they're saying something different. I need to listen to it. Next slide. Noise pollution in conversation can be disruptive and dangerous. They do not allow conversation to have a positive outcome. Next slide. Internal noise pollution consists of my own thoughts, thinking of what I have to do next, and worrying about everyday life problems such as bills. External noise pollution, according to Burley Allen, consists of the talker whispering, views of outside activity or scenery, clock watching, and time pressure deadlines, just to name a few. Next slide. The solution to these noise pollutions are to be in a quiet place, be determined to listen to the speaker, have eye contact, and respond when the speaker speaks. In an article written by Gazette, he stated we must ensure that there is adequate and uninterrupted time to have discussions. This allows the speakers to understand what they are saying is important enough for you to listen. Next slide. My plan of action to execute my overarching goal is to make sure when I am the listener, I must listen effectively and not be judgmental. Also, I will incorporate the listener talker cards from Why Don't We Listen Better? And just remember, as the listener, I have to provide safety, understand, and clarify without being agreeing, disagreeing, advising, and defending. Next slide. When I am the speaker, I will make sure I am kind and pleasant. As the talker, I need to share my feelings and my thoughts without accusing, attacking, labeling, and judging according to the listener talker card. Next slide. This concludes my interpersonal communication project. I pray as I go through life, I will remember all the great information I have gained taking this course. I recommend anyone who wants to go into the human service profession to take this course. And I pray that you all who have listened have received some valuable information that will help you communicate with others. God bless you all.